I just came across a new Magic the Gathering set that was released, inspired by Lord of the Rings, which was too good to pass up, and I have Balrog there to, of course, recreate the classic fight between Gandalf and Street Fighter Balrog. And there was a draft booster and a set booster. They have different types of cards in them. I think the set booster has more rare, shiny, or art cards versus more of the regular cards from the draft. But as just someone going into it is just looking for some cool art and some unique cards. I haven't played Magic in a while, so this is purely just for fun. So the first pull was an artifact, a blade with some pretty sharp looking art, if I must say. Then we have the Grey Haven's Navigator and Elf Pilot. It's pretty cool looking art. Now we have an instant Slip on the Ring, which is why you should not leave your rings on the floor. It's a trip hazard. Someone might slip on it, so you got to be careful. And so now we have a Guide, an Elf Scout. Again, so this art is pretty amazing. It's very reminiscent of Magic the Gathering. There's not too many heavy overtones of Lord of the Rings, I would say, with the exception of some of the names and then some of the things like this one, the Rohirrim Lancer. That's a sect from Lord of the Rings, so you'd know about that. The Orcish Medicine. All right, so anyone who has had to administer amoxicillin to a toddler with strep throat knows the plight of the orc with that one. So this is pretty fun. Then we got the some knots, an instant. Not too familiar with what that would be, but it looks like a fun play. Then we have the Cribane. I'm assuming his name is Kurt. He is the bird horror. And what do we have here? Then we have Shower of Arrows. Probably the most dangerous way to cleanse yourself in the morning. So just be wary. Make sure you wear your shower cap, preferably made out of metal. Then we have a Nimble Hobbit, this might be my favorite so far, just based off of the picture and just thinking of a nimble hobbit jumping around. And then we got the Reprieve, which this artwork is, man, that is something special right there. Yeah, that's just gonna zoom in on the artist. Yeah, that's pretty incredible. Then we have the Bat Song, which everyone's got their own. I know I have mine. It's too personal to share, but everyone's got their own. And I heard this straight from the mouth of Soren. His Bat Song is Rubber Ducky. So he is the human advisor, legendary creature. That's a pretty cool looking card. Yeah, I love the characters that you're seeing from Lord of the Rings. And then we have There and Back Again, the Memoirs of Bilbo, which that is the rare card. You can see by the gold symbol in the bottom. So that, of this pack, this was the rare card I pulled, which I'm not too familiar with the play of that card, but it's pretty awesome. And then a normal island mana. So, and then it looks like they all come with a ring. This might impact the gameplay a little bit to make it Magic the Gathering / something with Lord of the Rings. It's almost like an instruction or a rule card. It's got a perforated line on it so you can pull it off. Maybe you pass the ring around, but it's maybe around the rosy or something like that. Just make sure you have a pocket full of posies or something. All right, now we have the set booster with Gandalf on it. So, like I said, this says it has a art card as well as some guaranteed foil. So with the other one, I did not get a foil, so I shook my fist at the heavens and I said, foiled! But not this time, because I know it's going to be in there. So I started the last pack from the front. I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to start with the back this time. It looks like there's going to be one of those ring instruction rules in each one of them. So there we go. I'm starting out the gate with the foil, which the art is the Rise of the Witch King. The art is very tough to see. I'm not sure if it's due to the foil or the shading. It's just a very dark card, so I'm trying to show it as best as I can. It happens to be a very dark card. And now we have a legendary creature, a dwarf advisor. I would put a lot of weight into what he says. Any dwarf, in my opinion, is going to have some good advice. So Always heed the advice of a dwarf. Oh, this is a cool. This looks like a different style of card. This might be like a special type of card. It doesn't have the border around it, so it's a Knights of I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. So, and then we got these Lomer of Riddlemark. Yeah, just the names of these are fun to say. I'm sure I'm butchering a lot of them, but I'm sure there's butchers in here as well. So we have the Healing House. This is a legendary creature, a cleric. She's got a hot bowl of soup, as works again with a child with strep throat. Everyone knows the clerical move is the bowl of soup. And we have the Worm Tongue, which probably could, get a better meal if he's just eating a bowl of worms. And then we got Lost to Legend, which I think that describes Tim Curry against Tom Cruise. And here we have an interesting one, the Took Reaper. But if you look at the picture, that looks like a good hodgepodge of every single character from Wizard of Oz thrown into one. So just take a nice good look at that, take that one in. You have little bits and pieces of every character. Dorothy, Tin Man, Cowardly Lion, Scarecrow, they're all in there. Fantastic hodgepodge of a card. And, yeah, probably took some thought and took Reaper. And we have the Brandywine Farmer, which if you're going to be a farmer, you might as well farm for brandy and or wine. Why not both? Cool looking picture. And then what do we have here? Oh, got a little bit too ambitious. So we have the Revive the Shire, just with some seeds and, yeah, just revive it. A little bit of planting, some bushes. And then we have the Shire Terrace, which they revived it. They definitely took steps, much like they took Reaper. And that's a cool looking land. And this is our last. Ooh, so this is a plane. So this is just a normal mana card, but it is a super shiny, and it is like a map of it looks like the map of the Shire, and yep, it says Shire on there. Yeah, this is a really cool card. I like that one. And then we have our art card. So this is the art series. Looks like 18 of 81. So there's there's 81 in total. And oh, this is awesome. So this is a full picture view. So these looks like they're going to be pretty fun to collect if you pick up some of the booster packs with the art cards. Yeah, he's on a horse. It's all sorts of fun little detail in there. Yeah, these are a lot more detailed than the pictures on the card. These are like a zoom out, really, really fine detail on them. This is the mouth of Soren. Just keeps mouthing off. But love these cards. Thanks for watching.